To avoid embarrassing Bao Jilin, Wang Feiheng took a sip of red wine, preparing to unleash his full power to defeat the bully. Seeing that one bottle was not enough, the little mother hurriedly threw out 2 more bottles. Wang Feiheng took the fire, then he drank it all in one go, quickly poisoned 2 bottles of wine, causing Wang Feiheng to feel a bit guilty. Then easily executed 2 moves. Just take down a few bullies. But when he faces tougher bullies, he can still be kicked out from the trees with a single kick. I think I just need to drink a little more. Hearing this, Xiaoma gave a top-grade bottle of 50-year-old brandy, directly threw it to Wang Feiheng. Sure enough, after drinking this bottle of inferior wine, Wang Feiheng immediately felt it, and then promptly unleashed a set of the most dominant martial arts techniques. Seeing Wang Feiheng's provocation, the bully stepped forward here, but was easily repelled by the opponent. Immediately, Wang Feiheng used his remaining energy move. In a short while, he easily defeated everyone without giving them a chance to resist. Realizing he was no match, the bully tried to seize the chance to escape. But at this moment, Wang Feiheng was the most formidable. He was not willing to stop here, so he quickly got up and chased after him. Just at that moment, Huang Qihong arrived. Seeing his son was fighting with someone, he immediately stepped forward, wanting to support the other party. However, Wang Feiheng became increasingly excited as the fight progressed, to the point where his spirit became muddled. Even when facing Huang Qihong, he also launched powerful attacks without hesitation. Fortunately, Huang Qihong quickly took charge. He quickly turned him around. I am your father. When Huang Feiheng recognized himself, Huang Qihong then ordered someone to bring Qi back to Bao Jilin. Start a round of family discipline. Give me the brush. I've eaten yellow and become tough, right? Even mom here has grown up. So that's how it is. Huang Qihong has been constantly blocking Huang Feiheng, using Zui Quan to fight with others. It's because before each time Zui Quan is used in a fight, one must first drink the Mingding Da Zui, then use Zhu Yi to break the 5 learning fixed members. Only in this way can the power of sin and authority be fully exerted. But to drink just the right amount of alcohol, you must remember things that cannot be forgotten, and also achieve the appropriate state of sin and authority. This is not a matter of awareness. Wang Feiheng is naturally lively. He usually likes to show multiple versions, but at critical moments, he can't hold back. So controlling his alcohol intake is even more difficult. This time, he fought with someone on the street. That's just how it is. Just a few days ago, Huang Qihong took Huang Feiheng with him, bought a life back from the northeast. Unexpectedly, before boarding the train, they were fined and detained by the Beiyang army and were required to declare their valuable goods. To avoid the high customs duties on goods, Huang Feiheng altered the scale without anyone noticing, put it into the British person's possession. He has given so much of his life to others. What's wrong with you? This way it's tax-free. What's wrong with the stomach? Just like that, Wang Feiheng and his group successfully avoided the customs duty and boarded the train smoothly, waiting for the train to arrive at the next station. Wang Feiheng and Jigu Chao, the 2 of them. So I also got off the car to join the fun with friends. After dealing with the yellow flag, Hong arrived at the first-class carriage to seize the opportunity to take back life. But the 2 were stopped because they were dressed in ordinary train and were driven out by the guard at the door. Seeing that he directly entered the customs inspection, Wang Feiheng borrowed a flock of chickens and ducks, deliberately caused chaos. Taking advantage of the situation, he approached the carriage where the British allowed unexpectedly. As soon as he looked at the door, he saw that a thief was also here. Wang Feiheng originally wanted to catch him, but was pushed back by a slap from the other party because he didn't want to deal with trouble. So after finding someone, Wang Feiheng decided to leave. But just at this moment, suddenly, the sound of guards came from outside the door. With no other choice, Wang Feiheng had to climb out of the window. Coincidentally, the thief hadn't gone far either. To slap Huang back just now, the 2 started a chase. Then, the 2 went under the train. Unexpectedly, the thief's weapon was hidden here. He then took down the red Hong gun. Facing Wang Feiheng means enduring a fierce onslaught. Thief Hong, go ahead. Realizing that fighting barehanded is no match, Wang Feiheng then grabbed a passerby's large knife. He immediately chased after the thief again. The 2 clashed once more. However, even though Wang Feiheng was holding a long knife, he was still no match for the thief. After several rounds, Wang Feiheng was constantly at a disadvantage. Just at this moment, the train emitted a burst of steam. The thief, seeing the collision, refused to continue fighting. Using the steam as cover, he seized the opportunity to escape. But Wang Feiheng still wouldn't give up. So he chased after him again. He wanted the other party to apologize. Apologize to you. Of course, you just misunderstood me. It wasn't you who hit me. Hearing this, Wang Feiheng immediately put down his big knife, preparing to engage in hand-to-hand combat with the thief. He took the initiative to strike first, but was kicked away by the opponent, seeing that other fist techniques were ineffective. Wang Feiheng then adopted his most advanced stance. That's all right, isn't it? The thief, seeing this situation, immediately became interested, wanted to have a duel with Wang Feiheng, but startled Wang Feiheng just as he was about to make a move. The train beside suddenly departed. The Huang Feiheng building couldn't be demonstrated either. They could only chase after the train together. Fortunately, there was a kind-hearted village chief who helped him successfully get on the train, something no one could have expected. The life reclaimed by Wang Feiheng, the great invalid from Zhaozhou, unexpectedly turned into an antique rehearsal. But the real life was actually in the hands of that thief. Because of the fear of being intercepted by the yellow flag, it is a life of lost dreams. So Wang Feiheng could only temporarily keep this matter secret. Unexpectedly, just as a few people returned to Bao Chen, who trades in lives, rushed over. Next, the two Wang Feihengs didn't know what to do. At this moment, the stepmother noticed something unusual about the two. She then asked them what happened. She learned that Wang Feiheng had lost something important. The stepmother then took out the truly hidden big radish, hoping this can help me pass the level. You say this is a radish? Isn't it like life? Not really. Seeing my big radish being taken the yellow flag, Ying Shilu, Little Ma immediately changed her story. Because I just want to tell you, this is called daikon radish. It is life's great enemy. The heart troubled by injustice, it is a harmful interest. Speak up. The stepmother sulkily left carrying a large radish. Then he went to the backyard. He originally thought life couldn't get any worse. But unexpectedly, Xiao Huang Feihong appeared at this moment, took out some roots resembling life. Brat, where did you steal this from? Dad, this is one of the essences. I think you're done for. Although one night, one of the essences is Huang Qing's favorite plant. But at this time, there were no better eggs. So the little mother first moved Huang Qiying aside, then let Huang Feihong take the opportunity to give the tree root to Boss Chen. Remember, you can only eat it after 3 days. After listening to Wang Feiheng's sales pitch, Boss Chen was very satisfied. Then he left the temple, taking his life with him. Unknown meaning due to unclear original text. The British discovered the smuggling of jade artifacts. They immediately authorized the superintendent to search with firearms. Soon, the firearm unit uncovered. During the process of jade smuggling, Wang Feiheng suspiciously appeared at the entrance of the first-class carriage. So he decisively, Yushi must be in Wang Feiheng's hands. That day, the stepmother, wholeheartedly trying to raise money, planned to give Huang Qi his diamond necklace, sold to her own best friend. In order not to be discovered by the Yellow Flag Patrol, the young mother has been very cautious. But unexpectedly, it was precisely because of this that made the British suspect they were at Nanyu Island. So he took advantage of the moment when the women were and directly snatched the package away. What's wrong? Calling out? Fortunately, Wang Feiheng caught up just in time, just managed to snatch the package back. Unexpectedly, Wang Feiheng had just wanted to return the item to its original owner, but on the way, he was intercepted by British enemy forces, and used the fact that he just bumped into him as a pretext. They wanted to make Wang Feiheng pay a fine. Only the little caretaker beside couldn't stand it, so he hurriedly stepped forward. Among them, he exposed Hong Li, and the robber just now was Tong Hong. Just now, he was constantly exchanging glances with that person. A piercing shot will do. Kexen struck toward Huang, didn't finish speaking. At full force, he slapped Little Mom. He finished hitting his mouth. Seeing Hong Li act so unreasonably, the Little Mom Alliance then let Wang Feiheng step forward to teach the opponent a lesson and vent their anger. But unexpectedly, everyone seeing this scene all want to see Wang Feiheng perform a set of moves. To uphold the reputation of healing spirits, Little Ma then had Wang Feiheng secretly use Drunken Fist to fight under Wang Feiheng's name and to fully unleash the power of Drunken Fist. Little Ma also brought the sisters to practice with wine. Wang Feiheng drank without paying, although he knocked over the powerful lamp, but also because he hasn't mastered it well for a long time. Some techniques are unclear. Afterwards, Wang Feiheng was very angry. She originally intended to resolve the minor issues by adding up. Unexpectedly, right at this moment, Mrs. Chen the boss dared to come and told Huang Qihong that Boss Chen suffered because he had a counterfeit life, now seriously ill and bedridden. I'm afraid you might be deceived. Wang Feiheng didn't expect Wang Feiheng would play until reaching such a place. Taking such a life and death matter seriously is, of course, she felt that Wang Feiheng would never become a great hero again. So along the way, she led him out of the house. Afterwards, Wang Feiheng arrived at a tavern and continued drinking his sorrow away. It happened right at this moment. Hong Li came attacking with a bullet gun, because it was said that Wang Feiheng's influence was very strong, so the bullet gun indirectly challenged him. But at this time, Wang Feiheng had no intention to fight at all. How does Renping fire the gun? He simply does not use the safety catch. Seeing the situation with the gun, he cannot avoid making a mistake while engaging with it. He has no choice but to go with it. Unexpectedly, early the next morning, Wang Feiheng was stabbed and left hanging on the street. After Huang Qihong found him, he immediately took him back to Baojiling to wait for Huang Feihong to sober up. Recalling everything from yesterday, he felt he lost face. But at the same time, it made him understand Huang Qihong's efforts, and he promised not to drink anymore in the future, using his authority to fight with others. However, he had just made the vow not long ago. The man who took the wrong power from him came to Baojiling. Xiao Ma, seeing this scene, felt that the other party, coming in the dead of night, was quite suspicious. Speak. The young mother strikes again within the group. Taking advantage of the opponent not having reacted yet, she defeats them with a single move. Seeing this scene, the man, because the doctor couldn't clearly explain his identity, he then prepared himself to take control and started a serious contest with Little Ma. Just at this moment, Wang Feiheng appeared. He immediately stepped forward to confront the man without hesitation. The stepmother intended to follow and step forward as well, but Huang Qihong stopped her. Seeing Wang Feiheng fighting with someone again, Huang Qihong immediately stepped forward to stop the two. Later, after the introduction, it was learned the man was actually the last Wuju of Manchuria. Fu Mingqi came this time. to retrieve the jade set that Wang Feihong mistakenly took. Unexpectedly, Fu Mingqi had just received the jade set. Then they were forced by the Axe Gang because they had already been fully recruited by the British. After a battle between the two sides, Fu Mingqi Jiao took Yuxi and escaped. But unexpectedly, the British ambushed them along the way again. 2 consecutive shots hit his chest. He also took the jade pendant at the opportunity. Wang Feihong witnessed this scene. He then wanted to reclaim China's jade pendant, but because he couldn't fight, he then went with his good brother A Can, the semi-trained British soldier's rumor, secretly entered the consulate, wanted to support the Jade faction, but unexpectedly fell right into the British's trap. I have already taken your photos. Sneaked into the consulate. Why am I the one in trouble, while you all can do whatever you want? Then the British and 2 others were thrown into prison. They began to severely beat them. Wait until both of them are struck by the cloud. The British even used this as a reason to hoist the yellow flag. Made him hand over the unregulated subway to allow the British side to expand the factory. In order to rescue Wang Feihong and the other person, the yellow flag had to yield the place. However, Wang Feihong had only been home for a few days. He heard that the British not only mistreated Chinese workers, forcing them to work overtime to manufacture weapons, and intended to exploit this for their own benefit, secretly smuggling Chinese antiques, encountering their country. Seeing Britain bully China like this, Wang Feihong could no longer endure. So he decided to join everyone, destroy the steel mill in Britain. Although the British are physically strong, they are simply no match for Chinese kung fu. They were knocked down in no time. After Dan Chang learned of the situation, the superior ordered 4 subordinates to attack Wang Feihong simultaneously. Seeing the 4 men thoroughly defeated, Wang Feihong remained calm and firm. Unexpectedly, the 2 above, Henley and Tan Chiang, they successively used traps to ambush Wang Feihong, caught him completely off guard. Seeing that he was at a disadvantage, Wang Feihong immediately climbed onto the blade platform. He began a fierce fight with the 2 of them. Although Hong Li was quickly defeated by him, it was unexpected that Tan Chang's leg skills would be so powerful. He saw him use a continuous chain of moves, defeating Wang Feihong without giving him any chance to counterattack. Wang Feihong formed a strong alliance and fiercely confronted his opponent. He fired his bullet and gun again, suddenly struck his eyes. At that time, he couldn't see clearly. At the front, upon hearing this, Wang Feihong no longer underestimated his opponent. He immediately displayed his full set of moves and fought Dan Chiang again. Unexpectedly, Dan Chiang not only had strong leg power, even Quanfa is a type of formulaic spiritual power. With a few easy punches, he drove Wang Feihong back. Wang Feihong, injured, had to advance once again. Unexpectedly, the roar from the audience suddenly grew louder. Used Wang Feihong's steel pipe to launch a sneak attack. Then Dan Cheng pursued aggressively. In an instant, he kicked Wang Feihong into the steel chains. After Wang Feihong came out, his entire body was covered with blisters that were no longer painful. Dan Chiang originally intended to take out a steel pipe as well, deliver the final blow to Wang Feihong, but was distracted by the fan, dropped by the opponent. Now no one can defeat you anymore. Hearing these words, Wang Feihong instantly understood. At this moment, only I can save myself. So he picked up the industrial alcohol next to him. Then he gulped it down. He hoped to unleash the greatest power with this. Sure enough, after a moment of deception, Wang Feihong takes the lead right from the start. He effortlessly uses 2 moves. He knocks the opponent to the ground with a powerful strike. Then he drinks another bottle of alcohol. This time, he controls his alcohol intake just right. Then a set of the most intricate moves. Easily controlled the pistol. Finally raised the energy high up and slammed it fiercely onto the ground. Is this? The steel mill was demolished. The antiques have also returned to China. The government, to reward Wang Feihong, even specially gave Po Qiling a plaque honoring his meritorious service to the nation. The movie ends here. That's all for this video. More classic movies. See you next time.